Hey guys, it is Friday, and I just wanted to tell you that the video you're about to see was from yesterday, Thursday. I just didn't get a chance to edit it yesterday, so I'm putting it up now. It's kind of boring, but hey, you know, whatever. Maybe you want to go for a ride around the city with me. Wow. What a beautiful, beautiful day. Now, I know that's hard to believe for a lot of the country, especially up in New York, who's dealing with all the flooding. But down here in DC, it is 75 degrees, which is like 25 Celsius, and not a cloud in the sky. It is, quite frankly, an absolutely beautiful day. Humidity's broken. We're gonna go ride downtown, take in this weather while we can, enjoy it and see what's going on. Not a lot on the schedule at the White House or the Congress, but hey, let's go find something else historic to look at, something else that's cool. Here's the construction. This construction has actually greatly affected the motorcades for the vice president. They alter their motorcade route. They have like 3 or 4 different routes to get to the White House. See them digging up. But the most common and the quickest route they haven't been using lately because there's been so much construction up here affecting how the cars would go. So they've been using an alternate route, which makes my job of trying to film them all the more difficult every morning because I'm never really sure which way they're going to go. So yeah, we'd finish the road work here, and then there's another batch of it down by the embassies. And that batch is really annoying traffic-wise when you're trying to go downtown and you get stuck in it. It's kind of awful. So here we got a good example of what it looks like before and after. So on the left is the black asphalt, and on the right is the washed asphalt, which has more of a stone color to it. So that's what they're doing to Pennsylvania Avenue, is they're going to wash this entire street with super high pressure washers and give it back this stone color. So I can't really film that much of the White House at the moment because, well, they're playing reggae music. Don, the truth conductor, who's out here protesting for peace and love and all that every day, is jamming out some reggae. We do, however, have some film crews. This poor guy's got to hold this giant mirror. Must be burning. NTN24. I don't know what network that is. NTN24? Like an Italian network or a Spanish network? Couldn't make out what language she was saying. I'll go by her again. All right, there's our sharpshooter. Sharpshooter is checking out the TV reporter as well. He's got his big binoculars up. I think they're doing something at the where the chandelier is right now. Where the chandelier that disappeared on the White House portico. Maybe they're going to put it back up. There's a crane truck there. So there's a bucket truck. Looks like they might be putting up the chandelier again. They had taken the chandelier down from the White House North portico, so there's a truck out here today. Maybe they're going to put it back in, I think. I don't know. So there you see a Secret Service vehicle coming through the north gate. One of 2 entrances to the north lawn. That's the one where all the construction's been ongoing on the sidewalk. That's actually the second gate. They actually go through their main security entrance down here at Pennsylvania and 15th, and then back over here's another entrance. Now this used to be open. This is East Executive Avenue. It used to be able to drive a car down the street. Under the Reagan administration, it got seized for parking, basically. And you couldn't drive down there anymore. But if you watch the movie All the President's Men, there's a scene where the taxi cab comes out of East Executive Avenue, turns onto E Street, and both of those streets are now totally inaccessible. Wow. So this road just got resurfaced. They're not going to wash this road like they did Pennsylvania Avenue, but they are painting it right now. I don't know if it's paint or stickers. They're putting stickers on it right now. Let's get out of the way. It's a bit mental there. Ugh. They are washing the security barriers. Okay. The president is going over to the new executive office, the Eisenhower Executive Office building. God, I can never get that name right. And he will have to walk across the street. And when he walks across the street, he's basically visible to everybody here in the park. So for security reasons, they close this entire park so that he can walk across the street from the White House to the OEOB. I know. Yeah. They feel safer that way. Now, tomorrow, he is going to Louisiana to look at the hurricane damage, and I suspect there'll be a helicopter, but I'm not sure if the South Lawn is clear for helicopter operations yet, or whether he's going to have to go down to Fort McNair, which is the backup landing zone for the White House. Let's go over here. So, oh, they're there. They're next to the chimney. You can see the snipers up there. The construction looks about the same as it's been most of this week. If they were to bring a helicopter in, it would go right over this fountain, which is all boarded up, and I think that would be kind of dangerous. Those boards would probably blow over in the rotor wash. I don't know if I ever pointed this out, but this tree up here at the top of this tree, let me see if I can zoom in. It actually has two landing lights. See those little red lights? Kind of like a high altitude warning lights on top of this like Christmas tree. And I turn that on at nighttime when the Marine One is coming in, but we haven't had many nighttime Marine One landings. Okay, so, should we get a hot dog? Kind of up for a hot dog. I haven't had lunch yet. So I showed you East Executive Avenue. This is West Executive Avenue, also a parking lot, but this is the road that the president is going to walk across. He's going to go from the Oval Office, which is on the right behind this flagpole, which is also the tennis court, and he's going to walk across the street to the OEOB South Court Auditorium, where he has a 2:30 appointment. It's currently 1:30. So they're going to keep this road open for a little bit longer. Next half hour, 45 minutes or so, I suspect the street will be locked down, which means I have time to go get a hot dog somewhere. What should we get? Maybe we should get something better than a hot dog. All right, it's hot dog time, because I don't feel like going to a restaurant. I mean, I told you it was blue skies today. I mean, look at that. That's just all over the place. Blue, blue, blue. Not a cloud in the sky. Plane coming out of the airport over there. You've got a really good view of the monuments from that if you're sitting on the right side of the plane. When you come into Washington, D.C., sit on the left side of the plane, okay? If you're coming into Reagan National, sit on the left side of the plane, because sometimes the planes land and the left side has an amazing view of the Capitol. If you're taking off from Washington, D.C., sit on the right side of the plane. Now, whether you land to the north or the south just depends on the wind at that exact moment, but that's how you want to do it so that you can get the best view. And I mean, it is a postcard view looking out the window. In the shade right now. And out of the shade. So yeah, here's the line. What an absolutely beautiful day in the city. It's not too hot. There is a breeze, as you can see the flags flying, the World War II memorial flags are blowing. It's pretty nice. You know, guys always complain that I complain it's too hot, it's too cold, so now I'm just going to complain or moan or boast that it's just right. It's just right. Call me Goldilocks. There we go. spin down towards the Lincoln Memorial. There's a bit of a crowd up ahead. We might have to take a slightly alternate route down by the reflecting pool. Yeah, we'll go down here. Let's go see the ducks. So we're gonna ride down the reflecting pool. It's actually pretty far. I don't know, like, what do you think? It's more than a quarter mile. I don't think it's a half mile, but it's probably between a quarter and a half mile long. Ducks, 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 ducks. Should be a helicopter coming right around the Lincoln Memorial in just a second. There he is. Can't make out the color. I think that's one of the muscle flights, as they call them, the U.S. Air Force VIP transport service for the military around here. More big geese. I will say this water is actually a little bit low. You know, what are these idiots doing in the reflecting pool? Forest. Okay, well.
Hey, now turn it on video because we're gonna run.
Oh God. They're waiting for a ranger to go pull them out of the pool. Okay, let's go up to the Lincoln Memorial. It's not that crowded. I mean, it's a little bit crowded for what is it, a Thursday? Kickboxing. Someone doing a kickboxing YouTube channel or something. Or TikTok. We haven't been over to the Korean War Memorial in a while. It's under renovation, so there isn't a lot to see. Still all fenced up. They're adding the names of all the servicemen who passed away in the Korean War to the wall. They're making a wall for that, basically. And they're polishing and cleaning up some of the servicemen there. You can see that guy doing it. So here are some flowers that are outside the Korean War Memorial. And wanted to point out who it's from. From a Republic of Korea soldier who fought with you for freedom. Many Korean veterans, Korean school groups, Korean civic associations come to Washington, D.C. and they pay respect to the fallen Americans who helped to fight to keep Korea free. So you'll see flowers like that over here pretty much all the time. All right, let's head back up to the Lincoln Memorial. So we'll swing over this way. And you got to see a bit of the crowd. There's somebody walking their dog in a doggy container. I think the dog needs to exercise. Maybe that's just me. All right, we'll go over here. We're going to go by the Vietnam Wall, but I'm not going to go down. I'm not allowed to take a bike down there, but I can show you from a little bit of a distance. We'll go down there another day, maybe this week. So we're going to... Quite a few rangers out here today. I'm seeing rangers all over the place. So this is the Vietnam Wall, the famous memorial, and controversial at times. The architect took a lot of flack. The committee that decided on this took a lot of flack, but it is generally regarded as an incredibly powerful and moving memorial even though it's, well, basically just a wall with the names of all the fallen etched into the black marble. But to placate those who didn't like the wall, they put up a traditional bronze sculpture of the men looking over at their fallen colleagues. This was put up after the wall was completed. I think it was actually Congress that got involved and said it needed a more traditional statue. And then they put up another statue down here. Let me show you this one. It came a few years later. Yeah. This is a memorial for the women who served in Vietnam. Many of them as combat nurses, doctors, medics, and other roles helping the fallen. So this is a memorial to the women who served in Vietnam, and it is also in place near the Vietnam Wall. Let's swing up this way a bit. So they have closed off 17th Street. We can go on the sidewalk though, but cars are now verboten. There's the OAS, the Organization of American States. Jeez, that was nuts. We just hit like a straight rock. Trying to film something and the sidewalk doesn't cooperate. The park is still open, which is slightly odd. This is Constitution Hall, the Daughters of American Revolution headquarters. And even more roadblocks. Oof. Food truck can still be there, just not other cars. And up here you see the Mounties, the bicycle cops. They're deploying all along the sidewalk to secure the new Eisenhower Executive Office building. So somewhere in there, they're having isn't it Rosh Hashanah coming up? And they're having a meeting with a number of rabbis and President Biden. Go back and see if they're putting up the chandelier though. I don't know if it's open now. Well, we'll find out. Nope, sidewalk closed on this side. The other side looks open though. But this entire street is closed. This entire street is closed. This entire street is closed, but this sidewalk is open. On your right. Oh, now the sidewalk is closed here though. We gotta go around to get into the park, if we can get into the park. But that's the Carnegie Endowment for International Peace. This, I think, is Trowbridge House. This one connected. Then this, I'm not sure what 708 is. This is the Harry S. Truman Scholarship Foundation. This is the presidential townhouse. And I think this is under renovation right now, 716 Jackson Place. 718. Most of these are different government agencies, small little government organizations that were created many years ago, and then people kind of forgot about them, but they still get funded. Council on Environmental Quality. White House Historical Association. They're the guys that sell the Christmas ornaments that are very popular gifts around Washington. And this is the Decatur House, Stephen Decatur House, which is also the headquarters of the White House Historical Society. Alrighty. Well, that was a long detour. Had to go all the way down the road and then come all the way back. Well, let's go over. I just want to see if they're putting up that chandelier, yeah? Smells like paint. Well, they're painting over there. They are putting the chandelier back. You know why? Because I can see the chain. I didn't see the chain a bit ago. So it does look like they are returning the North Portico chandelier where they had taken it down the other day. So there's the chain. And that's where the chandelier will go, right over the doorway. You can just make out a crew down there. Oh, wow. So they're redoing the whole plaza into something kind of funky. Oh, wow. That looks like an A. And then T, T. Oh, so it's going to be permanent. Here's the E. And this is the R. So this is going to be upgraded from paint to cement. There's the A. And this is going to be the M, I guess. Let's go see how they're doing down here. Yeah, they're putting up the form for the V, the letter V. I, L, that's still drying. Oh, wow. So here's what it's going to look like. Cobblestone together. Funky. So this is what Black Lives Matter Plaza is going to be permanent. Okay. And the Republic of Estonia is getting a new embassy. Well, it's their old embassy, they're just renovating it. Here's some of that construction up here. And let's go see. I think this is all connected to the gas pipeline work we saw up by the vice presidents. Yeah. But you know what? You can always just read the sign. Yeah, it is. Miller Pipeline Company will excavate this area to install or replace natural gas distribution lines for Washington Gas. Please call if you have any questions. And here's all the construction. So guys, we're back in my neighborhood after a little ride downtown on this beautiful day. Though coming up that hill on Embassy Row, well, that was a little warm. Anyway, so I'll leave you with this view of the National Cathedral. We're gonna go back home and get some lunch, not a hot dog, something real. Edit up this video and then get on with the rest of our day. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. We'll see you again really soon.